Hey guys, how's it going? It is your boy, Manga Man Drew, and I'm here to cover the reaction for Black Clover, Manga Chapter 336. Man, that was a little bit off, but this is going to be a very different chapter, most likely, because apparently Asta is quote-unquote dead. He's definitely not, but he's dead, and we're going to be going to see what's going to be going on with the magical knights, seeing all of the captains attempting to fight against this individual. If I remember correctly, and I don't, I forgot his name. I'm going to be eventually looking it up in the previous chapter, but if we go over what happened in the previous chapter real quick, Asta gets heavily beaten. We get to see the magic knight captains coming in to try and rescue him. We see that they realize that the individual that they are fighting is not Julius. They realize that most likely his plan is to really just get rid of like everyone that is going to be a nuisance to him. They realize that the nun is a part of the plan of trying to, recreate the world and trying to, kill Asta, and we're going to be getting more of that in this chapter. And I promise you, I am not just stalling for time because I cannot remember his name. I promise you that is definitely not what I'm doing. I'm not just going through the next chapter just looking with his names, looking through the titles. I'm not doing that at all. Lucius, there it is. Yeah, Lucius, that's his name. Yeah, no, I didn't spend the last 2 minutes trying to remember his name. Let's just dive right into the reaction and see what's going on in 336 and see if he is going to get heavily criticized, as we're actually, weirdly enough, cutting over to after. This is a weird jump. This is a weird jump that we're seeing right now, because we have just some individuals saying the Wizard King is the enemy. That can't be. He risked his life to protect his people. Remember? Yes, but there were witnesses. If that's true, what will become of the kingdom? And I think, if I remember correctly, what happened in the last chapter, he just disappears before they're even able to attack him, I guess. But still, a very weird jump in where they are, as you have YUNO coming in, and they all believe that, and that ends our report. And we're seeing that they're potentially saying that Asta is dead. Okay, let's see. They're all contemplating. It's I see. So Asta's. It started as a party, but it feels kind of awake now, huh? Real. Well, I just can't believe it. I mean, Asta, he's actually dead. And you just have not coming in from the shadows. I'll be able to travel to the shadow of anyone I choose. However, at this point, I can't move to Asta's shadow. That means he's in another dimension, or another continent, somewhere incredibly far away, or he's dead. All right. This is Black Clover. He's the main character. He's not dead. Considering the circumstances, Lord Julius, or rather Lucius, is clearly our enemy. Up there is his name. I should have just read this chapter to get his name. And it's nah, the Wizard King, who have figured one body, two personalities. So it's what happened with the elves, huh? Oh gosh, dang it, I hate you, Ripper. I think that's his name. As you just have oh gosh, Noel's brother saying, if he's a Zagreus, then he's probably a blood relative of the Dark Triad. He's taken control of all the devils in the underworld, meaning his power is greater than theirs was. And on top of that, he got Lucifer's magic power and the Wizard King's time magic, right? If that's true, we literally can't do a thing. Yes, if his body was that sturdy and activated a huge time spell easily, it may indeed be true. When we went to investigate the suspected devil activity, we found the supreme devil who stood by and watched the battle in the Spade Kingdom, and a group that appeared to be higher devils. It was clearly a feint. The supreme devil did nothing but evade. Ooh. Lucius must have put them up to it. With that many devils, it's possible that a rift has opened between our world and the underworld. Lucius's own magic attribute is soul magic. That's a complete unknown. From what we've been told of the nun from Hage, he's probably capable of mind control. Then he invests those he controls with power surpassing that of a devil. Oh, Judgment Day. then people like that will attack us a week from now, as you just have Yami just smoking his cigarette, and it's like, he's so mad. It's like, we have to do it. We've got no choice, coming from YUNO. As, oh no, we're getting a slight flashback. It's like, it burns me up, but I'm happy about it, so I'm gonna congratulate you. Congratulations on your promotion to Grand Magic Knight, you jerk. Huh? What? Ah, it still burns me up though. You're always ahead of me, damn it. I swear I'll catch up and pass you, YUNO. Don't forget it. As far as I'm concerned, coming from YUNO, he was always the one who was ahead of me. If Asta's dead, if he's not coming back, then I'll pass him up and welcome back. I'll pass him up. Oh, and ooh. Welcome back, Adramal Melich. I swear, I never would have believed that human could level up that much in the span of a year and a few months. He took out all the high-level devils instantly. Oh, so has it been a year since the actual fight? Of the tens of thousands of futures I foresee, there's just one where they have the advantage. The key to it is the singularity with two grimoires, one from the Spade Kingdom, the other with the four-leaf clover, the child of the elf leader Silif's chosen one, and the rightful heir of the Spade Kingdom throne. Oh, wait, the child of the elves, wait, what? Oh, we're talking about YUNO. YUNO Grinberial. For the sake of world peace, will crush him. I'll take Lucius out and become the Wizard King. Ah, yeah, there we go. Well, hey, there he is. Yeah, of course he's not dead. It's Asta. He's the main character. Yeah, no, all right. And that's where the chapter ends. All right. Once again, I enjoyed this chapter. Obviously, Asta wasn't dead, but it's going to be funny to think that everyone's going to think that he's dead. So I think that what is even more interesting is the information that we learned in this chapter. We learned that, relatively speaking, that this takes place around a year or so from when the actual Spade Kingdom War occurred, which I think is very interesting, that we are potentially going down that path, and that they do believe that Asta is dead, even though we as the readers definitively know that he's not. He's just heavily injured, and most likely he is going to be going through a training arc as well. And as we've seen in the story, when it comes to Asta, he has been training during this time, but that YUNO has technically surpassed him, if only by rank, but that also YUNO has gotten just as much powerful. So I think what is very interesting about this is that even though he wanted to take out Asta in reference to Lucius and wanted to take out Asta, he also needs to take out YUNO, which is something that is great about Black Clover, with the idea that even though Asta is definitively the main character, because of course he is, YUNO is purely and utterly a deuteragonist? Yeah, deuteragonist, in probably the purest form that we've ever seen really in any shonen series, because from what we're seeing in this chapter, we're going to be heavily focusing on him fighting against Lucius, and that potentially Asta is going to come in to help and save the day, and that potentially what's going to be going on is that one of these individuals, YUNO or Asta, is going to become the new Wizard King. That is just something that is going to happen. But now it seems to set up that it's not necessarily up in the air who exactly it might be. Now, they could both technically be Wizard Kings, or duo Wizard Kings, which I think the story is going towards that. But this story is really building up YUNO to be a true threat, just on, if not on par with Asta. And once again, the reveal that Asta is alive is something that we've all seen coming, but that potentially he has been transported over to a new land where he's going to be getting a buff in his power to eventually be able to go up against Lucius and take him out. And that during this entire week frame, or entire week time, it's just going to be a training arc. It's going to be a small, most likely mini training arc. We're going to see how the characters are reacting to the situation a little bit more, but then we're immediately going to be jumping right into combat. I'll give it maybe 10, 15 chapters max before we dive more into the actual fight and the final battles. There's going to be a little bit more setup with Lucius, him gathering his enemies, the reveal that a lot of the devils that came into the world are dead, so that shows that YUNO is very powerful, and that when it comes to Lucius, he will not be overpowering everyone, but he's still going to be a threat. So hopefully you enjoyed this reaction. Hopefully you enjoyed this chapter / review / whatever I'm doing with Black Clover. And if you want to see more content like this, subscribe, leave a like, and leave a comment down below. Do all that cool jazz, and hopefully I'll be able to catch you in my next video. Goodbye!